Hi, my name's Lost Ninja. You're watching Lost Ninja Plays Eskatologist Modpack version 3.4.1. This is episode 49 of series 2. At least I think it's episode 49. To be honest, normally when I can't remember what episode it is, I go back and look at what my old videos are called. And if they haven't really been renumbered recently, I renumber them to make sure I know what they are. And then I name and stuff the current video. But to be fair, I can't be bothered today, so I haven't. It's too flipping hot. Right, so I'm going to make a load of bookshelves. And then I'm going to take them to my dungeon dimension. The dungeon dimension. No, the void world with a stack of gold, and then we're going to turn them into magic bookcases, and I'm going to make well, they're 4 XP each, and I haven't got any at the moment, so let's do fluid duct next. Apparently I've only got 2 fluid ducts left, so we'll get some more. We haven't got a recipe! Oh no! Fluid duct. Fluid. Is it a fluid duct, or is it a fluid uct? And I really want to put the hardened. Just out of interest, what's signalum plated duct? It's going to be expensive, that one, isn't it? Hardened fluid duct with electrum and signalum. I don't know how to make signalum. Excuse me. Signalum blend or signalum blend. So signalum blend is destabilized redstone plus copper plus silver. It's a bugger, isn't it? So to make that, I would need oh, I don't know. I don't need it yet. I don't know what's going on there. It looked like there was something trying to get to me through the bottom of there. I've got the magnet on. Oh, it might have been that gunpowder. Right, so what we want then is a flue. We want the flue. That's a good idea. Hardened fluid duct. What's that one then? Oh, we don't need that after all. Right, and we also want some. Now here we go. I don't know the answer to the question. Basically, I've got 4 tanks of XP. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. If I can find the requisite items. And I can't. It's got to be here somewhere. There we go. 1 controller. I need to make a to be honest, it would be sensible to make the whole thing, wouldn't it? So if we get a disk, have we actually? Oh, we've got a spare disk drive, so that's the disk drive sorted out. I will make. To be honest, I probably only need 116K, so we'll just make a single 16K, and then we'll make a fluid. We'll make 2 of those. Pardon me. Disc. Oh, it's not been crafted up yet. What are we waiting on? Oh, lots of things. Glass mostly, by the looks of it. Oh, that's quite useful, isn't it? View tasks started in an automated way. So basically, if I say no, the only ones it will show are the ones I've actually requested myself. So for in this case, it would just be the fluid storage blocks and the disk if it's still there. Although it doesn't seem to be working. Oh well. Disk. So we've got a spare disc. We've actually got 2 discs downstairs, which I have not put back in the right place. But I don't actually need all of those, so I'm going to leave them up here. Right, is that fluid thing finished yet? Yep, that's finished. I'm going to want, imp. I'm going to want 1 import, 2 imports, and an export. A grid. Well, I'll get a crafting grid, the most sensible crafting grid. Start. And one of those. Start. Because I need to make a fluid grid as well. So, a fluid grid. I have a feeling that the fluid grid was that one of the ones that it's just a bucket and a grid then, isn't it? Crafting grid, yeah. And then we just need a bucket. We need more than 1 bucket actually. I'll tell you what we'll do is stick that molten glass into there. Because that's 1 bucket. Let's get to, I don't know, another bucket. Okie dokie. And some cable. Right, we've got power there. We've got a flux plug thing. That should be everything I need. I can always come back if I need more, I suppose. Let's go back to the what's-it place. Void world. Right, I wish that started me facing the right direction. No, the question the question I have is basically I've got these, yeah. Did I get that or did I think the system got that. That's fine, I don't mind. I've got 4 of them, right, that's alright. And those, obviously, right, that's staying in, that's going to come out. I can't remember why I've got a double layer there. And I didn't bring any slabs with me, did I? Because I'm ever so clever. Right, let's drop that, and that, and that, and that. That we're going to put... I won't go and get slabs yet, because I might not need them. We've got a lever on there, I wonder why not. Should have. Redstone mode is ignored anyway, so we can take that one off and pick that one up. So that can go there. That I thought was on the other side of it. So we'll just do that for now. Move it to there. And this gets that power. So in that hole there we will put that. So it then shares the power with the other one. That's good. Right, we want some cable. Right, so this thing, we want to turn the fluid off and make the fluid go down. Yeah, that looks alright. Import. Let me jump down there then. That wouldn't have been a bad idea, wouldn't it now? Right, so if we put the fluid... I have to adjust it, aren't we? So, sorry, that's fluid's there. Okay. Well, here, there we go. So fluid is going in there. So what we want to do really then is just take that out of there. I haven't got anything on me to do it. Normally I'd put stuff in here. No, I can't do that anyway. Normally what I'd do is I'd put stuff in here and then filter it so that it couldn't be pulled out. But yeah, it's not worth it at the moment. Right then, so what I'm going to do in the temporary type of thing, I put that like that. Right, importer, there we go. Now, initially anyway, I want to, there we go, I want to use that to import the fluids into the system. I'm missing one, aren't I? I've got 2 buckets of milk, which I didn't want. Wunderbar. Bloody cow. Okay, bucket of milk. Oh, I've got an empty one, that's fine then. So we just put that in there and that will fill it up. We will also drink that milk. Because I want... No, I can't do that. Right, that's fine. Right, that thing now can change to there, and we will change that back to items, right? So I would want probably to have my storage drive there. Complicated. Well, the thing is, I don't need the storage drive to be sort of, you know, easily accessible, because all it is a storage drive, it's nothing else. Disk drive, there we go. We put the disk drive there with the disk in it. Yeah. And then here, I want to go down there. Yeah, there. So there we will put in a grid and a crafting grid. Ah, I didn't want to do that. That's supposed to be a bucket. It's supposed to be a fluid grid, isn't it? It makes me feel foolish. Bucket and a grid. Oh. So the recipe that worked last time doesn't no longer work. I really don't understand what's going on with this. It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I might actually go and report. That on the thing. So, a normal grid and a bucket. Okay. No. Right, this should work, in theory. I must admit, being able to jump backwards and forwards really quickly like that is an absolute godsend. Okay, so we would put... We've got a fluid grid now. We've now also got a crafting grid. So, crafting grid, fluid grid, we now have 49 buckets of fluid. 49 buckets of XP. Oh, well, we haven't finished though. Ah, no, this is where it gets complicated. So what we also want is, we do want to be able to fish out from the system the actual XP, so we can put an XP chanting area type thing in. The reason I'm using so many of those is because these don't automatically link together, and the various tools I've got don't work very well. Oh, I didn't put that. I was just going to actually pick up a bucket of fluid XP as well, because then when I go into there, I can export it as well. The thing is, it doesn't matter if there's none in there, because that's really just to show me how much I've got. That's where I'm going to be getting it from. In fact, I'm going to move that round on the other edge. And that is so I can pick stuff up. So yeah, I'm really happy with that build. I'm going to call it finished. We will pop that bucket in there just out of the way though for now, along with all that. And that, and that, and that probably. The only thing I do want, which I haven't got, is I want a 17 buckets left. 17 buckets of beer on the walls. 17 buckets of beer. Have I got, oh, I haven't got a normal crafting bench here, have I? Dope. Right, so let's pop that into there. Send that away, that way, that way. Not that way, that way. I'm going to have to go back to the overworld. I need a crafting bench, a normal crafting bench. Because you can't craft the magic shelf things in the... Ooh, that's a thought. Actually, you might be able to. I don't suppose it is the case, but it's possible that now I've got XP in the system, it will work, but... No. I didn't think it would, but... One of the advantages, I would have said, of using SMP, even though I'm playing it single player, essentially, is that this is really quick. I was about to say. And then it got really slow. Bugger. Yes, so what I need is a normal enchanting. Normal enchanting. I do need an enchanting table, actually. Enchant. There we go. One of those. I'm gonna make a disenchanter eventually, but I haven't done it yet. Right, books. We'll take some books with us. Good idea, I think. We'll take 2 books with us. What's that? Protection 1. Rubbish then. Right, we need a crafting bench. One of those will do nicely. It's not going to be the best of systems, but it's going to work, and it's quicker than faffing around getting all the other ways of doing it working. Right, pop that down somewhere. There would be a good one, I think. Okay. Right. Right. No, I'm going to store the books in there as well. The only thing I haven't got, which I do want to have, is a what? They don't work in there either. Huh. Or perhaps spruce bookshelf. Yeah, no, it's supposed to work. It doesn't work in that crafting bench apparently. Right, let's just oh gosh. Gosh. Where's my axe? No axe. Dear. No, actually, I just want to make sure it does actually work in there, and it does. That's right. We will carefully dispose of that, and saves me going back to the overworld, basically. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Oh, hold on. Oh, I mean I could do it in my own inventory. I didn't actually need a crafting bench at all. That never occurred to me. I only want 27, I think. Right, 1, 2. That's why I like the crescent hammer so much. I'm actually going to break one of those, just make sure there is actually a layer underneath it. Because that would be very embarrassing to fall through it thinking there's a layer there and not have one to actually land on. I don't know how many I need. I calculated it as a needing 27. But I don't know that is the case at all. That might be enough. One never can tell. And then we'll pop those down after all. It stops things spawning on them. Turn that off. Right, let's just see. No. I haven't got anything that doesn't need enchanting. I have, there we go. How many? It reckons I can do up to 30 on that. Right, that's fine. Oh, I know what I'll need as well. I'll need some of that stuff. Blue stuff that you get out of the ground. Tell you what I am going to do, just to make sure, doubly sure that I've got enough of those. I'll do that. No, I'm not. I need an axe. I haven't got an axe. My axe is in the overworld, which is great. Okay. What I'm actually going to do initially then is I'm going to go and sit upstairs and make things spawn for a bit. Yeah, that's something I'm going to have to work on, I think. I really, really do want the blocks where they are to not not eat my drops. Let's go on. We have not had any. Don't know where they're going. They must go somewhere, but and that's got no fluid in. But there will be. Oh, there's no fluid in there. Not good. Not good at all. Right. Let's just. Oh. Put that up there. Put that into my bag. Into there. Yeah. Got there, yeah. That got there. Probably the best thing to do would just be to have permanent rain in this dimension. That'll stop the Enderman going anyway, wouldn't it? Or a water world with the, you know, the water is from 255 down to 0. Just nothing else but water. Nothing to spawn in or anything. And then you make your, you know, bedrock along the bottom, just to stop it all flowing into the void. And then have everything else. That would work quite well, actually, I think. Look cool as well. But crucially, I am not getting, seemingly, I'm not getting any of that, and I'm not getting any, just put these away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to turn the shield off. They still don't seem to be terribly interested in attacking me, which I am surprised about, to be honest. I think it's because even though the shield blocks are not actually being used, they're still in there. Oh, he wanted to attack me. Maybe the door started to work or something, I don't know. I want to check something. Ah, that's why. Generic damage type. Oh, let's just delete that one. Hostile damage player insert. That should work better. They're taking damage now, and they should be dropping XP. Yes, they're dropping XP. They might also be dropping those blaze rods that I want. Right, I'm going to go back to the overworld briefly. I need to get some more slabs. Well, I could do, but I'm a bit worried about setting one there and jumping to it and then falling into the void. And not being able to recover from falling into the void until I've already fallen into the void, you know, whilst actually logging in, sort of thing. Don't know, have I got any? Doesn't look like it, no. So, yeah, I'm a bit sort of... Let's repair that bow before we lose it, taking more damage on it. Repairs that one, isn't it? Ah! Before I do anything else, I'm going to replace those pipes and stuff. So we want item ducts. Oh, item, not item. Iter. Right. And some servos. That'll do. No, we also need a filter as well. I'm not certain how you make them. They used to exist, I'm fairly certain. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put this stuff in and see how that works out. What we do know is that that system there doesn't work. It doesn't work worth the damn anyway. Right, so if we put... do this one first. We put that and that there. It's not going to work the way I want it to, is it? Right. I can pull out those chests easily. No question. So it would be a case of, you know, one there, and one there, and one there, but that's not going to go through that. And I don't think you can set those to pull. No. So, that's not going to work the way I want it to, as it stands. What I could do is, let's just go and grab some of the other stuff. What it's called now. Duct. That stuff. And we can look at bricks. We should have some of those anyway. But we'll get a couple more of those and some of those. And before we do anything else, we'll have a snooze. Oh, we're going to put skylights in as well, weren't we? Yay! And I've got plenty of smooth glass to do it with. So I'm going to do that soon. Now, where were we going? We're going in here. That was it. I remember now. We break that and that. Okay, and that one. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use item duct here. So they're going to come out here and go up to there. Right? And we will put those on like that. They should be on all the time. Ignored. Right, there we go. Ignored. We also want them there. But, crucially, we want to turn that off. There's no connection between the two sets. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do before we do that. We'll do that so we can put the... let's just have a look. That should be D3. Right, so we want to put... I love the idea of mobs that are harder than normal, but these are just bloody nuisances. They always have hats on, so there's absolutely no point in them being flammable, because they never take damage from the fire, from the sun. They're just bloody nuisances. It's not that they kill me. It's not that they're hard to kill or anything. It's the fact that they just don't. They don't work well, and that annoys me strangely. Oh, we've probably got loads of stuff in there, haven't we? Bugger. Right, one is empty, good. Alright, pick that up, put it there. Right, item duct again. Right, now we need to do blub, 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 blub. There we go. Ah, can we think we can do that? Yep, we can do that as well. And we will turn that off as well. So that now should feed into either Let me put that one and that one and that one in there. And then when they're finished, in theory, they will go out and go out the back into the other one. Okay, so all we need there. Oh no, we don't want that on there at all. That's going to be a white one. We're going to whitewash the deal. Right, so a white one, and the rest of the white ones can just be normal blocks. They can be normal blocks if I don't try and take them out of my bag. And that, well, it's not going to work any less well than the system I had in, is it? It's not going to go into the wrong box because you can't actually make it retain filters. Right, I want an axe and a shovel in my bag. Axe, shovel. Hang on. There, back. Oh. I want to make the rude noises after before I turn the microphone back on. Right, I can leave all of these behind. I don't need them with me in thingy world. Right, what did I actually come back down for? Slabs, wasn't it? I'm not going to use slabs at all, actually. I'm going to use clear glass. Because I've got lots of that. That one, anyway. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do. How much sand have we got? Quite a lot. Oh, is that sand? Oh, we got a lot more sand than I thought we would have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8, yep. So we'll put some more onto smelt. Smelt or melt or whatever it is. Right. That's just such a nice way of doing it. Even if it does mean we can see the spider that's hiding up there. Especially because we can see the spider that's hiding up there. Have we only got the one up there? Yeah, we only got one up there. Right. That's not what I was meaning to do at all. I'm just testing it. That's the word I want to use. Yes, I'm just testing it. Right. Oh, wish my hair would not hang on my brow. It tickles. It annoys me. I spend a lot of time with it. The problem is because I've got the band across the microphone at the top. I tend to feel more uncomfortable than perhaps I ought. That's not good. They should all be in there. Right, let's have a look. That's full. So, oh dear. That apparently is not. That could be why it's not set to the right thing. I didn't get any slabs, but then I decided I wasn't going to use slabs, and that was it. That was my reasoning. Is that working now? Yeah, that seems to be working now. That's good. We've got all sorts of junk there which we don't want. Right, so what I want to do is change those slabs to that stuff. does mean you can see what's going on much easier. And the thing is, when I was doing it large, I was doing it large because in the way I did because I didn't actually have all this extra sort of stuff to use. Yeah, well, doing it large, eh? What was the reason for that? That was the reason for that was the because we had the torch there to stop teleporting Enderman, but it just caused my game to crash repeatedly, so we got rid of it. I love it. That Enderman sort of just, you know, fell down sideways. I like that a lot. Right, so we've got... Oh my god, look, man, stuff coming out of there. We'll just turn that off, because I don't actually want to pick this stuff up, really. We should have enough of those there. Problem is, it doesn't... Ah, no, it's because shift right click, yeah, selects the block. For obvious reasons, I don't actually want to reselect the block halfway through. Right, is that all done? That's all done, right. Of course, they now break holes in the glass, so that would be a pain, but... They haven't managed to break holes in anything else yet, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Right. It's also going to look a lot cooler from a distance, isn't it? Right, I've just got to do those few over there. Now we're done. Well, it's pretty simple actually. I don't need to stand and smack them with my sword to actually get what I want to get out of it. So yeah, I'm going to leave all of those behind because it makes sense to do that. I'll take. Where did I get basil brick slab from? I don't know. It make a lot of sense that. But we'll take those. Not those. Those can come back out. ID, there we go. I also want a trash can here so I can throw it automatically, eventually. Pull out all this junk. Eventually. Just how full are we at the moment? Ah, plenty of space. I'm going to leave it running. I'm going to go off and literally leave my character sitting here. So that is the end of this episode. I will be back with, let's see, I'll be back in a while. I'm going to go and disappear off and find some food because I'm getting a bit peckish again. Baked potato for breakfast was very pleasant, but at this time of day, with this weather, I want something cool. Or not hot, anyway, I should say, perhaps. And then it's probably time for a siesta, at which point I will sleep for a day or two, and then I'll be back. I'm going to go out on Wednesday, so I'm out all day Wednesday, which is not much... Nothing... it's not unfun, it's just not something I want to do particularly. I don't like going into Leeds, and that's where I've got to go, so... I'm really happy with it, to be honest. This is just, it works just the way I want it to. I'm going to make some more. What I might do next, I think, is put another layer onto it with more of these in. The same layout. Possibly do it in such a way that, you know, if I stand somewhere, I stand in between two layers and then they go past. But it might also be a case of I might move this, the whole of this, not move it, you know, break this one and move it down, because they don't need the drop on it. They're dying too quickly. Tell you what I will do before I go any further. I'm just going to see if they are actually dropping blaze rods. They are dropping blaze rods, so that's sorted. So now really it's going to be a case of making lots of those spawn wand things from actual additions. Finding lots of spawn as well. I've got lots of spawns in the games with the dungeons. And making a mad spawn area. Yeah, basically. So we'll see. And I will be back. I will be back. It's on now, so that should be working. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. So until that point, I would wish you a fond adieu and say cheerio.